This one I might like put over the scene from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 with Rocket. This book.
You know what would be a really kick-ass thing? Taserface!
Where my voice cracks.
Taserface!
My voice is not as strong. Well, I think my voice was. I think I lost my voice in that video.
You know what would be a really kick-ass thing? Taserface!
Scrotum hat?
Scrotum hat.
The mighty Scrotus.
I liked how it should have ended this thing, where it's like the reason where they made it that the reason he calls himself Taserface is because, well, he actually does have tasers in his face.
Oh no!
Time to go to war.
When we get the Gmod prop hunt to work, I want to try that one out again. It's been a while. Let's see. There's something I want to see real quick for this league. Boards, leaderboards, okay, team stats. So currently,
Oh, by the way, I got George Washington's sword now.
nice.
Get your sword. What are you doing? Get your sword! Ari, what are you doing? Get your sword!
Get your sword. I'm looking at the Detroit Lions stats, just out of curiosity.
In what?
I can't
real
wait.
life,
I can't wait
or-
for my Jalisco commission to be done up. Oh, sweet.
Well, okay,
In what?
the franchise mode on the one that I've been
Oh,
showing
okay.
you.
Something to
Detroit-
say. It would be a miracle if the Detroit Lions actually won.
Well, I'm looking at this is alright. The 49ers are ranked first in terms of passing yards and rushing yards.
Should I shoot this guy?
We're also we're fourth. Yeah, we're first place on offense and fourth place on NFLs. But let's see how the Lions are doing. And I'm simming it, by the way, so it's like this is all the AI.
Okay.
Simming. You're 13th. The Detroit Lions are 13th place in terms of offense, but you're doing better than my team and others. You're second place in defense. So the the AI is being very generous to the Detroit Lions right now.
That is weird, because in real life, we suck.
My buddy's watching that Marvel's What If for Doctor Strange, and he said that Doctor Strange is becoming the Marvel equivalent of Voldemort. And I go, you're not too far off.
Kind of see that, at least that alternate universe version anyway.
For Lord Moldy shorts.
You want to be like, you fucked up, son. You fucked up, Doctor Strange. You fucked up.
Oh, now you fucked up! Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up! Now you fucked up!
Like, who's there? It's like, I cannot and will not interfere. But he does need a good stern talking to.
But you're a god. I'm not a god, and neither are you. Just the way he says that. He's like, boy!
Do you think that?
hell.
Do you think that alternate universe Strange will appear in No Way Home? Because when I was watching the trailer, it looked like there was like another Doctor Strange.
I gotta kill the drummer boy.
Players, Jim, they sit around all day long.
like,
The tensions build up, the excitement gets there. They come out in the field.
Yeah,
They
it's
know
like
it's
it's
a different
slowly
game
coming to
because
life. Another
everybody's going to
one,
be home
like,
watching
if I
them.
had to pick one
And believe me
that
when I tell you, players like that.
scared me.
Throw out all the
What was it? It was the one where it's the one where you don't see the woman's face and you're thinking she's horribly disfigured.
Oh yeah, Beauty is the eye of the beholder. I know that one.
In the Eye of the Beholder, I think that's what it was. Like, like we're
Kaepernick's
thinking that we're
heading
gonna
out
see this
now. He'll, of
hideous
course, be
woman or
leading
something.
this
They
offense
take the
today.
bandages off. It's revealed that she's actually a very beautiful young lady, and then we see what the nurses and doctors look like, and it's like, ooh. How
Yeah.
about? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say
Now on first down,
my
Gore's going to take the
my
handoff
nightmare
now.
that puppet
The
one was
49ers
like
get a first down.
on public TV.
Well,
they would
long
always
run
run
that
these
time,
Twilight
and there's
Zone
a lot of
marathons,
reasons
like
why
how
they
they do
got
on the
that
Sci-Fi
long.
Channel every July 4th. But they would always have these creepy like in betweens, like before and after the commercial. And they ran one where it was kind of like promoting the episode that was playing, and it would freeze frame on the shot of the dummy, and like 1950s 1960s puppets look fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
Like they oh god.
What's in?
So, and then that final camera shot when he's doing that fucking laugh, it's just like, turn it off, mommy.
Yeah.
It's like,
What's
oh.
The biggest one, the good blocking up
What's
front.
an- oh, I know,
but
the one with the
patience for
masks,
the running
that
back.
one,
He did not
oh,
panic
yeah.
because it took it a while for that running lane to
They
develop.
want that old man
It
to
did.
die.
He saw it.
Yeah, they
Get
want
it.
that. Yeah,
He
they
used
want
his
that old
talents
man
to
to
get down
die,
the field.
and he
Big
knows
game.
how
First
corrupt
and
they
10.
are. So
He'll
he
fire it out to the left.
and so he had some voodoo
Incomplete as
magic
that ball
happen.
sails out of
and,
bounds.
Like because
This
you
is
know
a collection
they
of
get
wide
pretty much
receivers that
reflected
could
what the
dictate
masks
this
were
game
meant to
today.
show.
They
Well, now
must
they wear it
find
for
a
the
way
faces
to
of the
create
masks.
separation for their
Yeah,
quarterback.
the makeup jobs in these things, like when it was well
And
done.
Crabtree's a receiver in
We've
the
gone
slot.
over the scary ones. What's this? What's the one that broke your heart? I
And
have
he's
two
going to
that
be
come
brought
mind.
down.
I'm trying to think, the saddest one. I'm gonna say the
Well,
one
the
about
one that
There's a guy
Yeah,
that
the
goes
one-
back. He goes back in time to meet his younger self. I think.
I remember that one. He went back to his old town, but he ends up going back to when the town was what it was when he was a kid.
Yeah. The Willoughby one is depressing. He'd be on the train and they would keep taking him to like this Red Dead 1890s like little wholesome town of the past,
Yeah.
and then he jumps out of the train at the end and
To
Willoughby's
get
like,
there.
yeah,
And it turns out Willoughby's is a.
the crematorium or the funeral home.
I think the one that hurts me to watch is the one with the guy who loves to read, and then after he gets locked up in a vault, survives a nuclear apocalypse, and like.
I've got all
and-
the time.
That classic joke of that joke I've seen done a million times.
Hello, friends. Jeff Nance
I think
along with Bill
another one that
Sims. Just
stands out
prior
to
to
me
kickoff for
is
this primetime
this one
extravaganza,
from
this
the
adds
Civil
another whole
War. It's
layer
probably one of those
of excitement.
Twilight
You
Zone
have this
episodes where
game
there are
under the
absolute.
Yeah, it makes it more exciting for the fans. It
And
builds
then
up
there
their
was-
enthusiasm because they're out
They-
there
I remember
watching-
tailgating all day, getting
sorry,
ready for the game. But
I was gonna
also
explain
for
the
players.
episode
They
for
lay
those who
around
don't.
no
It
matter
was the
what
one where
you do
the-
during the day.
I think.
all you
Oh, I
can
know.
think
Occurrence
about
at
is the
Owl
game.
Creek
How's
Bridge.
it
I
gonna
think it was
work out
called.
for
Like.
us?
Oh, with the
So I
dude
think
gets
we're gonna
hung.
see a lot of excitement.
Like, yeah, he's getting like it's a Confederate soldier getting hung, but it shows that he briefly escapes because the rope breaks, and he manages to get back to his wife.
Kaepernick's going to be
And just when
leading
he's
the
about to
team
embrace
today,
her,
of
we
course.
cut to him
3
hanging on the
years
bridge.
of competition in this league,
Oh,
and now starting
yeah.
to find his rhythm.
Basically, it's all a dream that he had in the moment, which makes it.
They come to the line of scrimmage.
All right, what
First
was it
down.
you were gonna say?
Frank
Cryptic?
Gore
I'm sorry.
gets it here.
I said there was one classic. There was one
Impressive
classic
piece of running by Gore.
The defense
Twilight Zone
cannot
episode, and I
give
also
up
watched the
these
sequel
long
when the
runs.
Twilight Zone
You
TV
have to
series
hustle to the ball,
resurfaced.
get a lot of people around the
It
ball
was,
carriers
I
to
recommend
make
the 80s
sure they
one.
don't take
The 80s
It was a
short
Wonderful
gains and turn
Life,
them
and
into
then there
long
was
ones.
the sequel. There was the sequel to
Oh
it.
yeah, that one from 2002.
Yeah, it was.
It was
the
like-
dude the little kid sends people away to the cornfield when they piss him off.
Oh, that one, I hated that one.
And the thing is, you don't think anything is wrong at first. They think everyone's just being nice to this kid, but then you see what he's capable of.
I mean, I get that it's, like, granted, it's a product of its era, but I keep thinking to myself, someone could have easily bashed that kid in the head.
Oh, nothing better than
See, the father tried that, but the kid read his mind because he slipped for a second.
Physically,
and then he turned him into that Jack in the Box.
That's why I say, like, you gotta be quick about it.
Position. Can they protect their quarterback? Throwing now to his left.
But like I said, it's a product of its era. But yeah, if it was to be remade today, it would be fucking terrifying.
Oh man.
Let's talk about that.
Out there.
Actually, let's talk about that. What Twilight Zone episodes do you think could be remade? Like, not should be remade, but could be remade and be just as scary to watch.
I'm not familiar with a lot of them.
The Mask, the Mask episode, I could see being remade.
I'm trying to think. There's a lot of ones. Like, how about the one where they're at the cafe and they're trying to do a whodunit? And the police come in and they're doing the investigation. And they find out about the bridge. They say the bridge has been repaired, so they start going out. And it turns out that was like a fake radio thing. It turns out that there's two aliens that were kind of competing for world domination.
Yeah, I remember that.
They had this effect where
it's like, come on! The big play on the road in this one, especially early on. Because, guys, if this crowd gets going, it becomes yet another element to pass the battle against. And with this being one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL, the coaching staff wants to do everything in its power to minimize the noise. Of course, the best way to do that, they said, is to simply play well the opening kickoff. Guys,
no, Disturbed Man, that one's
now we'll go to the field.
It was a cookbook all along.
It's a cookbook.
And he's
trying to eat
right
people.
at the 30-yard line after that return. Kaepernick's heading out now for his first series.
And then they get offended. Right?
I know. The one where the guy who thinks he's in heaven.
Because he's always winning.
He's headed right.
That one
Got
too.
some daylight.
Wait.
I must be in hell. You're not in heaven or hell.
When you talk about
you're on an
dynamic
airplane.
plays in the
How
NFL,
should I believe you?
You're Hitler.
20 yards and running plays that are over 10.
That
was a lot more than 10 yards.
That actually reminds
play
me.
for the offense at time.
Like, you guys have seen how many of the World War II episodes have you seen?
Death's Head Revisited, about the guy visiting the Gulag and something like that.
Yeah, where I think it was like he revisited his concentration camp that he oversaw. I don't get why anyone would want to go back to one of those.
I fucking remember that racist who got like sent to Auschwitz or something.
There was one where it's like it's set around the end of the war.
He'll fire it out to the left. The 49ers now.
And it showed like a young officer who was ready to have his squad storm into a cave to kill a bunch of Japanese soldiers, and then he gets a wake-up call when he has a dream where the roles are reversed, and it's the Japanese who want to storm a cave
at the line for the first down
after
that completion. Colin Kaepernick from the shotgun.
I think the one that disturbed me the most, like if I had to pick disturbing Twilight Zone episodes set during World War II, the one where you have a Japanese gardener and an American vet talking about their experiences
Colin Kaepernick under center
while locked in a
maybe second and
attic.
9.
That was
He's looking to the right here on this throw. Just couldn't get his feet down.
You guys know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the one. That one had George Takei from
is the heart and soul of this defensive unit.
And it's like, you know, they're both talking about what their experiences. The American vet ends up getting stabbed by the samurai sword, and the gardener ends up
with extra defensive
charging out a window, screaming "Banzai!"
They pounce on down and missed.
Oh my. No, he's running out the window and he yells, "Oh my!" on his way down.
Zone is often the difference in a game, and we'll get an early taste
that
of
takes
that.
away from
No
the
doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone. We'll see what the offense calls.
American pussy. American ass.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
It's in the corner.
And the give to Frank Gore. In the books. Touchdown.
There's no. There was That was the big house.
What was this?
It's interesting to think that Ray Bradbury almost worked on this show. He was like a prolific sci-fi author, but he didn't come to terms with that.
When you get
and
close
I think
to the
Rod
goal line
Serling
like
himself
this,
said,
no
like,
messing around. Don't think about
as much as it would have been a blast to work with like Ray Bradbury, because I think he liked the show. He would send them scripts and they would try to. He said the difficulty of adapting like Ray Bradbury is that he's just too talky, like just too poetic. You know, it's just like it's hard to really adapt it to a 30-minute show or even like an hour long. You gotta like, if you cut corners, then it doesn't.
The
quite feel
49ers
as
now
good.
will tack on the extra point.
Man,
Driving extra point is good.
Good books, like sci-fi books, I can recommend if you ever check them out.
I think there was another episode of the Twilight Zone called Shadow People. There's one that came out in
The Chiefs
2000s.
defense buckled on that first drive, and now let's see
that neighbor
if the
one,
offense
where they were
can
like
respond.
the aliens were casting judgment. They were just kind of like playing with the lights and stuff, getting the neighbors to freak out.
My school showed that one actually. We watched that.
Yeah. That one still holds true. It's easy to get things on these days.
It's scary.
Here is the former overall number 1 pick
it,
of the draft by way
it's kind
of
of reminiscent
Utah.
of today.
Quarterback
Like,
Alex
you tell
Smith.
someone that someone is bad or something, and everyone will immediately, jump to that conclusion.
It's relevant today. Just look at Twitter.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Fasano's moved away from the tight end position to now a receiver in the slot. They will give it to Jamal Charles.
There was the one about
Jonathan Baldwin, wide receiver out of Pittsburgh. He's a big target.
Casino
Big
slots.
target. He is going to fit.
Yeah,
The guy got obsessed
my
with
mistake.
it.
It's
West Coast offense.
my mistake. It's not the
designed
Shadow
for big
People. It's called the Shadow Man. Apparently.
Oh yeah,
like
my
this-
dad.
Always
Oh
the
yeah, my dad
starting
decided to
lineups
be
have
an
been brought to
ass
you
and
by
show me
Papa
that
John's
before the
Pizza,
Vegas trip.
the official
What,
pizza
the Shadow
sponsor
Man?
of
No,
the
no, the
NFL.
one-
Order
you know,
now at PapaJohns.com. Alex Smith from the gun.
I think my internet died.
Catch is made by Dwayne Bowe. Setting the
There's another
defensive
good
lineup.
episode, the
Justin
mannequin
Smith
one.
should be a force in this one as he is every week.
Oh, I know the
He
one you're
is,
talking about.
he is a-
The
he's a
mannequin's calling
hard-working
out to
man.
this
There's
one
no
lady.
doubt about it. Never
Who it
gives up.
turns out
That's what he's
is an
in his
ass.
career. He's
She
been a
was a
defensive
mannequin all
end,
along. She's
defensive
like, time is
tackle,
up, it's
and he
time
does
to
a lot of
switch
dirty work
places.
for the
Time for
football
you
team.
to get back in your place, so that way one of us can go.
And she's like, no, fuck you. No.
Third down.
She's like, fuck
Fuck
you.
you.
She's like, fuck you. I like human. Human good.
There's five
Trying to
characters in
work
a
that
place.
left side.
Five
Forces
characters seeking
three
the
out.
exit.
Well, he dropped the football, and
You know,
there's no
yeah,
doubt
there was,
why he
that
That one
dropped it.
would be
They
You
have
fun.
a
have
whole-
to look it in.
Yeah, there's a whole thing of
Should be
Have you guys
a
seen the
routine
Jordan
punt.
Peele one? The recent one?
I think I have.
I watched a bit of it. Some of them were on like YouTube. I watched like a bootleggy like copy of them. They're all right. Not like they're not perfect.
gonna
They
try
do
and
try to
return
put like
this
a
punt.
modern twist
Bring
on
in
it,
the
but
play
so
to
the
an
other
end.
ones. The only episode I really liked is that they were building up to this thing where you would see like a mysterious dude in a tuxedo just kind of walking by the characters all the time, and it turned out to be like Rod
Reminds
Serling
me-
himself was inserting himself into the episodes. Or whatever.
That reminds me of the that sounds like the Hitchhiker one. I don't know why, but it reminds me of that.
Yeah, the lady driving. and
Colin
the
Kaepernick
Hitchhiker's
under
car
center.
was mine.
Now first and 10.
the episode I'm talking about is called The Shadow Man. Apparently it's about this kid who one night he's afraid of the dark, but he turns off all the stuff so he can sleep, and then this weird being called a Shadow Man comes out of his bed from under his bed and says, you know, I am the Shadow Man, and I will never harm the person under whose bed I live.
That's the 80s one. That's the 80s part. I remember that. I watched
After the
that
incomplete pass,
a while back.
it
but
brings
that's
up
a good
The
second
ending
down.
is very depressing
Challenging the defenders to the right
because
side.
the
Good
kid's
piece
all
of
happy
tackling.
because, you know, you know, his bully's not left him alone. All of his enemies are leaving him alone. Shadow Man shows up and then starts choking him, and he's like,
tight coverage.
Well, what the hell? I thought you said you were going to hurt me. He's like, despite my appearances.
They go up, they
yeah,
make the
despite
catch.
my appearance and voice, I knocked him under your bed.
Beautifully dark.
I think if I had to pick
After the long game, let's see what they do here.
What's another? Oh, I know, the brain at Whipples.
First down.
The brain at Whipple, the brain center
Pass is
Whipples.
made, and it's
Yeah, that one. The one where this guy was slowly letting technology take over his factory, and he was letting hundreds upon thousands of workers
as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time
Poetic
by the
justice when
defender.
he gets replaced himself.
Yeah. Then there's the one of like a bunch of elderly folks, like the guy who's an elderly man who thinks he found the secret to
This is frustrating for a coach. You call a play, you get the receiver down the field
like,
on a quarter route.
I forget what it was, but I just remember it's like his friend is rightfully skeptical about it, but everyone in the retirement home is on board with him on that, and it's like. But it's like at the end of the episode, it turns out he was right. You know, they're all back to being kids again.
Oh,
except
kick
for
the can. Is that the one?
Off tackle.
That might be it. Like, yeah, that might be it. 'Cause it's like towards the end, the guy who was skeptical
nice
now,
blocking by the
you know, seeing that his friends are now younger now, it's like he missed out on his chance.
Gets up in there and picks up big yards.
And they left him there. That one also got adapted into the movie with John Landis and Steven Spielberg. That one was a little more optimistic, though. They kind of added, like, I think Spielberg directed that one. He directed that segment for the movie, but it was like, yeah, at the end of that one, the guy who lucked out, he finds like a new lease on life. Is
First down,
really happy
following the long play.
He's embracing who he is.
Looking to the right
The
side and
60s and
throwing.
50s had a lot darker tones, right?
Yeah, it was a time.
I remember the Twilight
sci-fi
Zone. I remember the Twilight Zone movie where it was
Pretty
like,
limited what you could do down the field when you get
it was
inside
like
the red
Dan
zone.
Aykroyd was the guy
And
like
nobody's
going
open.
something scary.
So the quarterback, nice job.
Yeah,
good
they're in the
decision,
car
throwing
listening
short.
to Creedence Clearwater Revival. He's like, you want to see something really scary? There's like a blue ogre demon.
This will be
thing.
To this day, no one knows what happened to that man.
And then the same thing happened at the end too when he was with John Lithgow, who just suffered the plane
they just
gremlin.
Need to show a little power and punch this in the end
And he's
zone
like, you
and
want to
get
see
that
something
touchdown.
really scary?
Yeah, John Lithgow is the guy with the thing on the wing was pretty good though.
Oh, that.
Because that's where the parody of the Simpsons one happened.
There's blood everywhere.
That one was the highlight of the movie.
That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line.
Yeah, where he just pretty much lost his mind and he's just like,
touchdown!
look on the wing, I told you! I told you! Just dragged away.
They're all holding on to him. He's wielding the pistol that he stole from the cop. I have
and then he's I think it was more of the
I'd say this run by the offense is just it's arrogance. They just say you can't stop us, and they lined up and
I think it was like he busted open the actual
nice run
window on the plane and he actually fired at the thing. Or he attempted to.
Man, it would have been fun if they. That one on its own would have been like a movie.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff.
Like a 2-hour movie.
Like, I remember, I think it was like he busted open the plane when he tried to fire at the thing.
Smart play.
He took the gun from him and wagged its finger at him.
Yeah, it just kind of like pressed his face for a bit, like wagged it, and then flew off. Oh, dude. Yeah. Jerry Goldsmith's score, dude. I have the movie score on my hard drive.
Remember, Kiryu's never killed a man. Except for that one I just stabbed with a short sword.
That's another good
Alex Smith will take it right from the center.
Almost all of them.
The 80s one.
I know, the one with the machines. The one where this guy, his technology was given.
They all turned against him at the end because he hated machines, and they had like the TV was out to get him.
Run the football like this.
The razor
over a
blade.
period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
They just binge on them, you know.
Maybe we should do that at some point. If one of us is able to, we should stream.
Smith's back in shotgun formation.
If anybody really wants to, like, I don't know.
Willis in on the quarterback.
I do remember the sequel to It's a Wonderful Life, where it's the guy who the kid, but he's all grown up and he has a daughter who has powers similar to him. But the only difference is she can actually bring people back.
They are definitely not faint of heart, are they, Jim? They will bring the pressure. Good blitz at times.
I remember when they aired it on TV, but it's been a while. That one I'd like to watch this for.
It actually has a good ending. What happens is, the grandmother actually tries to convince the girl to send her father away because he's the cause of all their problems.
The throw to the left.
And because she's the daughter.
Give
her
a lot of credit to the defense this time. They got the offense backed up. It's inside its own 20.
And then she sends everyone away, so it's just them in town.
Gives them a chance to get the interception.
And they're all sitting there.
Nice play.
And the father, actually, when he sees what his daughter did, he actually has a moment of clarity and realizes what exactly he is and what he's done.
Down here.
He actually realizes, oh my God.
Gore's hand at the football.
That's what I was like. That's what I am.
No doubt about it. Touchdown.
And then he actually convinces his daughter to bring everyone back. And it's revealed that the reason no one can leave the town and there's nothing outside of it is because he made that all vanish. And they bring it all back. And they decide to go out and see the world.
Brains are a big part of playing the
as
NFL.
They're leaving,
Good
the
job
like,
by the running back,
and
making the right decision.
The world's a pretty big place out there. And the daughter goes, yeah, everyone better be nice to us.
The 49ers lined up now for the point after.
That doesn't bode well.
Count it.
Yeah.
Well, don't get me wrong. It was a nice ending compared to what happened in the original one, but it's like...
Yeah, that's fair.
You did real good, Andy. Real good. We'll survive
the 49ers defense once again setting up that score. Turnover points cashed in by the offense.
Real good thing.
Yeah, as all of them are practically, if I remember correctly, don't point.
Oh yeah.
Like they can't take it anymore.
One of the guys is like, he gets a Perry Como record for his birthday, but Anthony doesn't like jazz music and all that. So he gets drunk and he's like, oh, we gotta listen to that little shit again by the same record. You can't listen to Perry Como.
Setting up in the pistol.
Maybe you shouldn't.
First and 10. Setting up screen.
Like I remember that. Like I remember seeing that. Like he got the record for his birthday and he was super happy. But when he tried to play it, it was like Anthony got rid of it or something.
The best thing to say about that play, it's just
turned him into
gained a few yards. So
no, I think he got. It's either he got rid of it or he
a couple yards.
Or he just. Oh no, he got rid of the record and that's what pissed him off. And, the worst part, and the thing is, it wasn't the father, it was the uncle.
Smith's going to take it from the gun.
I think it was either the uncle or the grandpa.
They're going to get him here for a sack.
He got pissed, and he's like, and he's just berating Anthony as he's staring, as Anthony's glaring at him, and he goes,
nice job that time by the defense getting the sack. The blitz was well-timed.
We should be, the offense doesn't have time to react. You're not a very nice man. And then immediately when he says that, he's like,
coming up.
Anthony, you need to understand, I don't like you, go away. Then immediately he's gone.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter. We'll be back. Kansas City
trying
for the
not
start
to
of the second
cry,
after
like
the break.
she lost her husband, and she's like...
The Chiefs still possess the football as we begin the second
quarter. You could tell she was sad,
pain.
but she couldn't... Yeah, but she couldn't say or do anything.
Yeah. Man, Twilight Zone is like comfy food. The show you just
and then the father had enough
position to the slot. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Yeah, because his thoughts got the better of him and Anthony heard him.
Defensive coordinators love this situation.
That's what I was thinking.
Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work.
I'm going to kill him and then proceed to try and do it afterwards.
Dustin
Colquitt
looks ready to put this one away.
But then, you know, he got a little too, I wouldn't say into it, he got careless.
Yeah.
Just for a split second.
Exposed himself.
He wants to return.
It's why it's like,
and they get to
you know,
at the 45.
I wouldn't, that's why I say, like, I don't think the kid, yeah, he's dangerous, but I wouldn't say he's invincible.
It's more the case of everyone was too scared to do anything. And because he had this godlike power, that's the exact reason why they couldn't do anything. They were too scared to try.
McDonald set
and he's also a child, so there's that.
Left.
So there's that.
Slashing to the right side.
Part of me is like thinking,
there.
Part of me is thinking like anyone who got tired of that, spending your life with a smile glued on your face, you would probably start having suicidal tendencies. Like, I'm so happy. I mean, I just lost my husband, but I'm so happy. Like,
Looking
I don't
for an
know.
open
This, to
receiver
me, it's
on the
like
right.
at that point,
Makes the
if
catch
it were me,
in
I'd
the
be like,
open
I
field.
don't care if I die, or if, you know, at that point, it's like anything is better than pretending.
You just
to be
can't expect
happy,
your
you know?
defensive backs to cover that long. It's good coverage initially, but the
It's one of those
quarterback
cases
has
of,
all
like, I
day
also
long,
remember,
and
because
sooner
bear
or
in mind,
later,
like, yes,
these
you
great
could kill
wide
him,
receivers are going to get open.
but bear in mind also, you'd also have that, the guilt of, oh, okay, yeah,
Here's the first snap
you beat
after
him.
the big play. They're going
But
back
you also
up
just
top,
killed a
eyeing
child.
that left side. The pass complete.
I don't know. I'll be honest, it's the same debate I had when I saw
Good play
there was
call
this
that
movie
time
I
by
heard
the
about
offensive
where
coordinator.
like this
Down
Christian
inside, when
couple
you're inside the
adopts a
20-yard
kid
line
who
or
turns
the
out
red
to
zone,
be
find
the
ways to complete the
Antichrist.
pass.
And
they
when
did that
in their
time.
attempts to kill him, you know, they
Defense ready in the goal
you know,
line
of course, the
formation
law
on this one.
enforcement
They'll
gets
give it to
involved,
the back.
and to them it
In
just
for the
looks like a man
touchdown.
trying to murder a child. Reminds me, I actually saw another movie where it's like this girl who murders her aunt and her... No, it murders her mother, and then she murders her father. Well, not murders, more like frames him
That was just an awful job
after he
wasn't it, by
finds
the
out,
defense.
you know,
I mean, it's
it's
first
like-
and goal. Well, you know it's going to be a run.
I think
or I think you
some
should be
people,
playing run.
I think the
the
worst that
defense
would
not
happen is
ready.
they
They
would
get
just go to a
overpowered,
mental asylum.
and they give up the running touchdown.
You know, like, yeah, I killed that fucking kid, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
The
Like,
Chiefs have really
if
just been
a child is
outplayed
capable
in
of
every
doing like
facet of this
something that
game.
horrible,
Really just
probably
looking
wouldn't
for
be like,
any
oh
sort of
god,
answer.
what have I done?
The
I killed a
score's
kid. Like, no,
28 to 0.
Who
That's a
has
touchback.
powers similar to that of Satan or God. Yeah,
I'm like Q from Star Trek.
yeah. It's like you probably wouldn't be feeling bad for killing it. As much as I hate to say that, as dark as that sounds.
I mean, yeah, like if deep down they kind of know that he's holding them hostage mentally, you know, it'd be satisfying if you finally killed a guy that's been in
Yeah,
prison.
it's like that's what I was thinking the whole episode. I'm thinking like,
Incompletion on that hurry
Like,
throw.
There are a lot of ways.
He'd have to just like
what the?
keep thinking happy thoughts as you're putting the gun.
Or if a
when you're pointing the gun, it's
covers
like,
somebody deep
I'm
down
really
the middle,
Anthony.
then
Look,
throw
I got a
it
gun. Would you like me to
underneath
try it?
Aaron, listen to us. Listen to us. What the fuck are we talking
this is
about?
terrible.
We're talking
Oh,
about,
God, this is
we're
terrible.
talking about murdering
Charles is in
children.
the backfield.
And
Single
I
back
was
set.
like, football.
They
I
send
want to
the tight
record
end
the
in
match.
motion.
Now we're talking
Second and
about
10.
killing a kid.
And he's forced to the ground.
I'm defeating the Kansas City football team 28-0. We're talking about killing a kid. Like, how do you kill a kid?
That's what
Well,
all
you get a
defensive
gun.
coordinators love
Get
to
a
see.
gun,
They don't have
and
to
then you
blitz,
bash
and
it
one
all.
of their defensive linemen gets a
And you
sack
think
without
happy
any
thoughts like,
blitz.
hello, Anthony, I really got a nice gun. What do you
Don't go to the authorities with this, Rez.
Oh, no. All right, where were we? Dead babies,
Killing
dead
kids.
babies.
Yeah, dead babies. That's exactly what it was.
Ready to pounce on
That's
that
even worse.
quarterback
No.
one more time. Can they get another sack right here? That's a good tackle, and that's a quick
I'm
3
feeling
and out.
extremely lucky right now. The Kansas City has not been able. The Kansas City Chiefs have not been able to get past my defense.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not
that
much you can
was
do.
funny.
Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
Like, we're talking about how we
Dustin
would feel sorry. They're
Colquitt
like,
looks
what the
ready
hell
to
are we
boot this one
talking
away.
about?
Let's see. I mean, yeah, I'm thinking like we could probably watch it. It depends if like who has like the patience to sit through a Twilight Zone episode. Like, it could be like we may just watch one episode or two depending on how big it is.
Brought to a halt.
I'm kind of. Twilight Zone is. Are they still on Netflix? Yeah, I think they're on Netflix. We'll probably watch a couple of them on Halloween. Maybe like one.
Yeah.
Or the Simpsons like Treehouse of Horror episodes too. Man, fall down.
I need to relax.
They come to the line, and it's first down. He didn't look it in.
You don't see it often in today's game.
Yeah.
All good episodes, scary as hell.
My gosh, anybody can catch it.
For real.
I don't know how he dropped it.
Rod Serling he's been a big influence in the sci-fi literature community. He's good.
I remember watching
tight end to a receiver in the slot. McCoy is going to take the snap from the shotgun. He'll throw it over the middle. The 49ers get a first down.
I didn't care for those as much. There are two that stand out to me. There was one
when you see
like
defenses playing man-to-man coverage, what they are saying is we are going to force the quarterback to make an accurate throw. Well, that time, that was accurate. That's why they got the completion.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
The guy's brother wants to get revenge, but he feels like it wouldn't be worth it because the woman is already very depressed.
The defense got away with one that time.
He goes out of his way to get her everything she's ever wanted. And you know, as she gets it, she's feeling so happy, and it's like by the time, and she's ready to tell the guy how much she loves it, only for him to show him a pistol like, yeah,
41-yard line.
Feeling happy, feeling everything, just like my brother, and then it just cuts to him shooting her.
And they hold that run to a short gain.
Another one, and this one is more psychological, and it's like, it's almost on line with Twilight Zone, actually. It's this one where this
lined up as the single back.
Whatever it is, like he's
running off tackle,
talking about how if someone lets go of their emotion, you know, then they can do some stuff. Because he just got off the phone with someone who began crying after he was told that he was being let go. And after while he's after this conversation, he's heading out, but he gets into a car accident, and
to the right side. Bell will be switching sides with this one. Ball's going the other way.
He can't move.
That was
not
a
even
terrible job that time by the offense. The head coach decides to go for it on fourth down.
He's still alive.
The play is there. The players just did a terrible job of executing.
And no one knew that. So he's trying to, and in his mind, because it's playing in his inner thoughts, he's freaking out. He's panicking because no one knows that he's still alive.
But he's out of bounds.
As much as these
and
guys
it gets to the point where what actually saves his life is when he starts crying.
You think receivers and quarterbacks would always be on the same page?
Yeah.
That time they were
I'm thinking like that.
and it's another incomplete pass.
Right there.
Yeah.
Like coma, like everyone talks about how frightening that's got to be, you know, being in a coma.
Yeah, imagine just being
We're getting close to the 2-minute warning. Time for one
unable
more
to do
play.
anything. That's the scary. I think that's the scary part.
On a lighter note, you guys remember that South Park episode where everyone ignored Cartman and Cartman thought he was dead because of it?
Yeah.
Halftime is coming up.
I remember what it was. It's because he didn't help them unload the groceries and he ate all the Kentucky Fried Chicken. And everyone got sick of him, so they decided to just ignore him for the rest of their lives. And they just gave him the silent treatment the whole time. And he thought he was dead.
Wants to give it a go here. He's going to be
and he started haunting Butters because he thought Butters could see him.
I'm surprised, like, no one else in town told ask Cartman what the hell he was doing.
Do you think anyone really cares?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, that is true.
There's a lot of dicks in that town.
Gore is lined up directly behind the quarterback here.
I'll be honest, I don't know. It's like...
He's looking long.
One of my favorite things to do with South Park is to look at it with, like,
well, for some reason, this quarterback likes to keep trying to go deep downfield against his cover two. That's not the spot you want to go. You want to look underneath or right down the middle.
So, like, I'm still, like, I'm surprised, you know, how he hasn't been, you know, well, actually, no, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, because it's
and he makes the catch.
When you look back at the episode, you know, the Scott
touchdown. They're just running it up.
Oh yeah, when he kills this, well, bear in mind, he didn't technically kill Scott's parents.
I thought he did. I honestly thought
he technically, yeah, well, he is right. He technically, well, he did.
I don't know, Jim, if they're ever going to stop him in this game, but that's not the offense's problem. They're leading big. They drove down again and got another touchdown. They are
you know,
awesome
the fact
today.
that he went so far as to ground them up into chili and serve them this guy shows how fucked up he is.
With an extra point try.
I even like it how at the end of that episode, Kyle and Stan are just like, can we just both agree never to piss Cartman off ever again?
There have been a couple. Okay, here's the new one.
Just
most fucked up things Hartman has ever done. We have a whole list.
Wait for the kickoff, facing a
one of them was from a recent episode in this recent series where he is like taken to a psychiatrist or something to evaluate his anger, and the psychiatrist started making fat jokes and insulting him. He's just calmly sitting there texting on his phone, and then afterwards the psychiatrist's like, well, I mean, you don't think considered your son seems to be a pretty even-tempered boy. His phone rings, picks it up, and it's his, and it's the guy's wife. He's like, what? What do you mean? I don't know what that name is. Who's, like, what says Cartman's other hand alter ego says his name, and then the wife shoots herself on the phone out of depression or something. The psychiatrist looks at Cartman as he says, I'm not fat, I'm big boned. I'm just like, he did all that just from texting on his phone.
Damn,
what happens when you try to guess the snap count.
It's another fucked up episode. How about the one where he made he gave
Charles
Kyle
is a running back normally, but this time lined up as a receiver in the slot.
Oh yeah, just because he was like,
he brings it in here.
I forgot the reason, like because he got in, he started saying, you know, this is payback for, you know, all the bad stuff you've done.
First down
and
here after the completion, takes the snap
from
the shotgun.
Yeah, that's the one episode where it's like you almost Kyle beating the shit out of Cartman feels fuck you game.
It feels fuck you.
Fuck you game.
It feels fuck you game.
I'm gonna fucking kill someone now.
Snap back to the quarterback.
I want another fucking. I want another fucking car.
Maybe 6 out of that. The
Wow.
Chiefs decide to take a timeout here.
I want another.
Only one.
I don't want another car. I got so many cars.
What's
you
the
will take the
car?
car and you will like it.
What did you win? Did you win another Deluxo?
It's a stupid van. This is van with this piece of shit livery.
Challenging the defenders to the right side.
I don't want another car.
Well, too bad, you're going to take it and you're going to like it.
Always a good job to pick up some yards when you're in the red zone. Nice throw by the quarterback and he gets the completion.
In my properties. Half my garage at the penthouse is nothing
that
but cars I
gave them
won.
the first down. Quarterback taking the snap from the shotgun.
Okay.
Incomplete.
Crisis over.
The quarterback.
I was talking about that was the one. The episode, the one where Cartman gives Kyle 8. It's the one where it's like it's so satisfying to watch Kyle beat the shit out of Cartman when he finds out.
Second down.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm afraid you have AIDS. Have you had sex with any gay men lately?
They'll go shotgun here.
And then immediately Kyle knows who's responsible, and he goes over to Cartman's house without a word and then just starts laying into him.
He beats the shit out of him at school, and then after the principal gives
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Third and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work. And they stop the offense that time.
Kyle just takes it into his own hands and starts just goes to his house and starts breaking his shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the whole thing, the whole situation. Like he just goes to his house without a word with a baseball bat in his hand, and as Cartman's trying to talk to him, that's when he starts smashing everything.
Chiefs
and then Cartman The only reason Carmen says he'll help cure them is because he doesn't want his stuff smashed, and that's the only reason.
It's funny. But I find, you know what I find funny about it is like, if Hartman could have easily done the same thing, you know, on his own. You know, like he could have gone off to find a cure. But it's like when, you know, he's about to lose his stuff because he gave it because of his fuck up. You know.
Yeah.
Not even fuck up. He intentionally did it.
One more snap, and we'll head to halftime.
Fuck up in the sense that, like, something that, you know, he could have easily not done.
Yeah, but, you know, Carmen,
and that's going to do it for the second quarter. We'll be back to Kansas City.
I think another episode that stands out is the one where he has Butters pretend that
Let's find out the latest from the sideline. Danielle Bellini is there reporting.
And, just so he could go to Casa Bonita.
Yeah, because Kyle, you know, it's Kyle's birthday, and Kyle